Hello and welcome back to Home in the Earth. This week I'll be showing how I made the cedar soffit on those few above ground roof sections. This roof section is a warm roof, which means it doesn't have a ridge vent, so there won't be any airflow through this soffit. I did include a couple screened vents just to let any moisture out. I sealed the cracks pretty well to try to make it a challenge for bugs, and then I later covered this caulk with 1/2 inch quarter round trim. This is all working towards roofing these sections. This roof edge is curved at the same radius as the house, so even this basic step of adding an extruded metal drip edge is a bit of a challenge and required some relief cuts. I ended up using tongue and groove cedar boards for the fascia. These also had to curve and are held on by stainless steel nails. If you want to see the earlier attempts at steel or even copper fascias, I'll post those pictures on the Facebook page. And then another drip edge for the top. It's a very thick fascia. This is a mirror image structure on the southeast corner of the house. Again, it's framing for a cold roof without ventilation passing through, and these are tongue and groove cedar boards. Because the wall is curved, if I started at one end or the other, the parallel boards would have been way off by the time I got to the other end. So I started in the middle of the curve and added parallel boards in both directions. I'm pretty much just cutting the pieces to length and shape as I go. To match that first section, I did the same mitered corner, but I was already wishing I'd done a weave instead. I'll show you that on the Tower Soffit. Again, starting in the middle of the next section and working my way out in either direction. Some other Saturday or late morning, I got back for the other half of that miter. There is a screen soffit vent, like on the other side, but again, that's just to let the moisture out. And then the trim, etc. The wind blew over the camera. I really should have just let this side cedar age naturally, but instead we sealed it. So within a couple of years, that urethane was peeling off due to UV that was hitting it, and we ended up painting those sides black. The underside was fine, no UV direct on it. But maybe I'll hire a pro to metal clad it properly in the future. And last but not least, we have the tower roof. This one is a proper ventilating cold roof with a ridge vent, so it'll need proper soffit vents to let the air flow through. Again, due to high curvature of the wall and parallel boards, I'm starting in the middle of each side and working out to the corners. Except this time I'll basket weave the corners. I'm just cutting these boards to length and matching the needed curvature as I go. As promised in the last video, Sherri is putting up the brown coat stucco while I'm getting these soffits in. She's using our patented sponge technique. It gives an organic, soft look to the stucco. In the foreground, you can see some boards that I've already prepared with those screen soffits. I prepped enough of these for every other board and then cut them to final length as needed. Here's the process for making the vents. I chop to length with a little extra to trim down later, and then I punch the holes with a Forstner bit on my drill press. I think it was a 1/2 inch diameter. I was going with a hexagon pattern. Hexagons are the bestagons, kind of natural thing there. But it somehow ended up a bit star-like. And then I simply glued bug screen to the backside with construction adhesive. And here's the first corner weave. I actually used my router to cut tongue and groove on the joining part so that it would tie together well. Here I'm pulling some wire through to this spot because I wanted a switchable outlet for Christmas lights around the roof. Some people have asked for specific examples of how we stuccoed around the windows. So here's an illustration of it right here. We just stucco up over that lath that was screwed right into the window nail flange. The one on the left has brown coat right up to that window frame. We sponge it in nicely and wipe off the frame. And the window in the middle of the screen still has scratch coat over that lath that was screwed into the nail flange all the way around. Sherri will come back later with brown coat on that one and fill in all the grooves and give it a nice, smooth, organic shape. At this point, Sherri is done with stucco and is busy sealing these cedar planks with that exterior urethane. The underside still looks fine 6 years later, so only a slight regret that we did that. But these ones don't ever get direct sun, so it didn't get any UV damage, unlike those side cedar boards. As I'm finishing up the soffit, Sherri's already cranking on the paint. This is bare, waterproof stucco paint. It has some sort of elastomeric properties that will keep water out. In the next video, we'll finish up the shingles for these 3 little roof sections. See you then.